it's not looking like there's a way out. I don't see that many tweets, that many strong opinions of people who are on Tate's side. That's a result, by the way, of the Romania prosecution, of the stifling of their voices, of the fact that they can't be as vocal as they used to be on certain things. They can't express themselves freely as they used to. This congresswoman here, who not many people have heard of, Yasamin Ansari, probably a Democrat, who just hates Trump, is going on a personal mission of making sure Tate stays in prison. Before Andrew or Tristan can leverage or can make anything happen with Trump, she's already going after that connection and making sure to kill it by preemptively asking for Baron Trump to go on the stand and to clarify his relationship to the Trumps, which will basically ruin any chance that they have to do this. Another reason, by the way, that the Tates aren't getting out is because in Romania, the charges were something like human trafficking and some other things. It didn't go all the way there. Here, now, in these new charges, which the UK has, in my opinion, if not exaggerated, completely made up so that they can throw as many darts as possible and get at least one on target. The human trafficker word is just not having enough of an effect on the Tates as they would like. So they added the thing with minors and so that they can completely destroy their opinion. Sorry, their reputation. One thing we need to establish, Jeffrey Epstein and Andrew Tate are not the same. As famous as you think Andrew Tate is, and as politically connected as some people may think Andrew Tate is, he's nowhere near the level of Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was on a complete other level. The people that Jeffrey Epstein was connected to and who have lied and who were in the Epstein files are truly the elite of the world, truly the people who run the planet. For example, Howard Lutnick, who lied about being on the Epstein Island. If you lie about being on the Epstein Island, you need to literally be in prison. Like, there's no way you lied about being on the Epstein Island and you didn't do anything wrong on the Epstein Island. Like, Epstein had to end his life. That's if we believe he actually ended his life, which is another story. And I'm not comparing Tate and Epstein, by the way, to say that anything Tate did is comparable in any way to anything Epstein did. I'm just comparing it in terms of the political toxicity of helping someone like that. If it was just the human trafficking and the R charges, I think Trump could have helped. But now that they added this child stuff, Trump's already in so much horror. He's already ruined his reputation with Iran for Israel. He's already ruined his reputation by pardoning so many criminals. These people are proven criminals in the court of US law, which, not that that means anything to me personally, but it must mean something to Americans. The president of Honduras, convicted in criminal court of using the Honduran military to funnel millions and millions and the biggest scale trafficking of drugs you can imagine. 100% did it, was extradited, was convicted and was jailed, and Trump freed him after a couple of years because of some sort of pro-Israel connection. It always comes back to that. They'll use these big words like human trafficking, but then you look into what this means, what's happening, the definitions, and you'll find out something like getting into a relationship with a girl and then her working for you. That's human trafficking. When most people think of human trafficking, that's not what they think about. When most people think of human trafficking, including me, I think trick a girl into coming to some other country, like by telling her you're going to be working as a nurse or a cleaner and you're going to be paid very well. Take her phone, take her passport, put her into that type of work, and then keep her in that type of work through physical force, through verbal manipulation, through whatever, like you're not letting her leave. She has no recourse. That's what I call human trafficking. And I think that's what most people watching this video believe human trafficking is. But for the Tates, that's not what it is. They use this term human trafficking, but then you look into what is the evidence that they were human trafficking, and it's something called the lover boy method, which in practicality is getting into a relationship with a girl, being nice to a girl, bringing up the idea that she should work with you, and working together. Then that means that they are guilty of that charge. Most Tate supporters, including myself, would have to say that if the lover boy method is really human trafficking, and by the way, if you're going to do that, then that's an affront to what I think human trafficking should be, and it should be a strong term and not something to be thrown around lightly. If you're going to define that as something like the lover boy method, something like what I just described, then you've ruined the term, and yes, you made it so that Tate could be guilty. Do I believe they are evil people who have done evil? No. Do I believe they've done things which the law has invented loopholes to make it possible to prosecute them? Yes. I'm sure they have invented loopholes to make it possible to prosecute Tate.
If you extradite the brothers and if you let them go, you're going to lose a substantial part of your Gen Z base, the manosphere.
No. Back to point one, Andrew Tate is not as popular as he was 3-4 years ago before they started the hit job, which has been successful, absolutely destroyed a lot of his credibility. It's not allowed people to say casually, hey, I support Andrew Tate, I love what Andrew Tate says. No one says that anymore because they know that the other person might think, oh, you love a human trafficker, even though he's never been convicted.